My last video was 9 months ago. Huh. Yeah, this one's taken a while to edit. Okay, so the first video I made was heavily scripted, and because I kind of want to get this one out as soon as possible, and it's already taken quite a long time, it's gonna be completely off the cuff. Here we go. So, I asked a bunch of artists of different skill levels to send me their original characters, and yeah, throughout this video I'm going to be redrawing them and telling you a bit about the process. I got a hell of a lot of submissions. I am not able to redraw all of them, sadly, but I'll be showing some of the wonderful art that they sent me in between the different redraws. I hope you enjoy. To start off with, we have this nice little robot crab character, courtesy of Professor Steampunk over on Discord. Yeah, this guy was really cute, honestly. I kind of got drawn to the idea of drawing a tiny little mechanical crab, and as you can see, I try to do my little spin on it. Working on robotic characters is always hard. There's always a little bit of trying to think about how things would actually move and would actually work. And I'm trying to lean in to the idea of it being a very cute type character. Mimicking things like the glowing eyes as like light bulbs and that grill that it has on the front, moving it up and making it look kind of like an exhaust that could also be interpreted as a mouth or, you know, a speaker kind of thing. Yeah, this was a very fun one to draw. Putting on the colors down, I started doing this thing that I'm gonna keep consistently doing throughout the video, which starting off with like a very basic gradient. It really gives nice little lighting to the whole affair, and purple is a very fun color to draw that contrasts very well with the yellow, so this was overall a very fun one. Yeah, you can see I go over a couple of the details here with the cables, adding a little bit of beveling and different tones to certain segments of the metallic skeleton, just, yeah, little effects and stuff, and yeah, so this is pretty much the finished one. For the second drawing, I decided to go ahead and redraw Broomer Comics as his character. I'm not 100% sure what the story behind him is, but he seems like some sort of wrestler mixed with some kind of like sci-fi Greek kind of idea, with the helmet really reminding me of Cyclops. I really like the design. It's a really fun concept and something that I wouldn't have drawn if it weren't for this prompt. So yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun in doing this one. I leaned into the whole muscliness of the character, trying to have these very exaggerated, gigantic arms with humongous hands at the end, and had a really good time with rendering the skin. I think this kind of like pink to magenta kind of color that I gave it is really appealing and ends up really working for the character. I of course gave it that little detail that I really loved that they added in their traditional work, which was the context of the place defined by these little like ring posts that you would see in boxing kind of areas and things. Yeah, overall one of my favorite pieces actually. Anyways, here's the final piece. Let me know what you think. For this fourth redraw, I chose this wonderful piece by D4Me. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, this really intrigued me. The idea of mixing something as mechanical and cold as a robot with something so typically fantasy like a mage. Yeah, I think it was a really good idea, a really good concept, and I really like the character. So again, doing a lot of robotic stuff in this episode, a lot of robot like redraws. Yeah, it was fun trying to create a very dynamic pose like the one they originally have. I went for something like he's reaching down onto the floor, casting like a magic circle or something. But yeah, no, love the color scheme as well. I exaggerated it a bit more, going for that contrast between the blues and the yellows, which I think give it that pop. And yeah, no, I had a really good time with this one. Again, a lot of like nitty-gritty details of trying to get the mechanical different bits to work. Added the little cape jacket, and there we go. Here comes our second to last drawing. For this one, we're going to be redrawing one of GG Boy's characters. They submitted a whole lot of characters, and I, embarrassingly enough, make a crucial mistake in this one, just right from the get-go. I didn't really pay close enough attention to the reference they provided, and I accidentally gender-bent their character, so I believe the character's male presenting, and I made them female presenting, but anyways, the main focus and the main cool part of the character that really made me want to redraw it was the floating, hovering robot arms kind of concept. I've done a lot of robots in this one. This has been a very robot-heavy kind of episode. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun trying to draw this kind of like boxer kind of enhanced robotic arms that would, I imagine, mimic the person's movement as they're wearing them, and tried to play around with the idea of the floatiness and kind of did like a more mechanical version of it. But yeah, and another one with the very pinky purple kind of colors. It seems to be a theme for the episode. But yeah, no, I had a really good time with this one. As you can see, it's a lot more detailed and a bit more complex than some of the other redraws we did today, just because there's so much going on in the character, so many different colors that I'm wanting to add and replicate from the original reference. And yeah, I believe it's one of the most human, yeah, the only human actually that we're having this episode today. So yeah. Like I said, this was a really fun one, trying to put the little details to replicate throughout the design, that little emblem that the character has, drawing the glasses, trying to mimic the hairstyle, but in my own take. But yeah, here we go. So let's see how this one turned out. And now, last of all, we have the entry by Wicked. As you can see, this is quite a minimalistic, traditional drawing, so I tried to do my best to keep the proportions in mind. Just looking at the character, it gave me the vibes of like, you know, like a fire genasi kind of like elemental creature kind of thing. I mean, the body is very heavily covered in fire, so I tried to keep that throughout. Same when it comes to the hair. Try to mimic those shapes that are already there, turning that collar that she has into a tank top, but keeping that symbol and, you know, the flaming blade. Yeah, this one was really fun. I really like painting with yellows and oranges, and I think it came out very vibrant, and yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So that's that. We finally made it. We finally did it. I know the people who submitted all these amazing drawings on the Discord were waiting for a long time for this video to come out. Thank you very much for everyone who waited, and thank you for everyone who's watching. I hope I can do another one of these very soon. We'll see how long it'll take to get the next video out. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to work on, and if you don't mind the looser kind of unscripted narration where I just go off, then let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.